Hi everyone. These are some problems that were found on past Math SL practice problems that involve geometric sequences and series. And here are the formulas. They will give you a formula sheet. But what was interesting when we went through them, that we didn't find a question on this. We only found a lot of infinite geometric series. So we found this one and this one, but there was none of this one. So you should know the formulas or have them in front of you. So here's the first one, and again, I did shorthand on this. I suspect you should know the symbolism. In our class, we used A versus U, but it's the same thing. So in this case, they give you the first three terms of a sequence, and R is 1/2. Because all you have to do is take the current term, or the term you're looking at, divided by the previous term. That would be 1/2, or 8 over 16. Look at that one, divide by 16, that's 1/2. And they want you to find the sixth term, and our formula is your first term times your ratio to the 6 minus 1, which is 5 minus 1, not 5, but 6 minus 1. Which I'm just going to write it out once, but we know that's to the fifth. So basically you get 32 times 1 over 32, and that equals 1. And if you didn't want to use the formula on this one, you could have just taken it all down. We know this is our first term, our second term, our third term. So our fourth term would be 4, our fifth term would be 2, and our sixth term would be 1, because we're just multiplying it by 1/2. All right, these are fairly simple. Just make sure you know how to do these. You can get a lot of marks. On this one, they just want to know what the R is. So basically, they gave you use of 4, which is 1/3. And then my first term is 1/8 times R to the n minus 1. So that's 4 minus 1. So we get 4 minus 1 is just 3. To save time, I'm just going to do that. And multiply, it's not, I did this last time too, so this is not 18, it's what? 81. So when you multiply both sides by 81, you get 27 equals R cubed, so R is 3. And you could actually write them out if you wanted to. So the first term is 1 over 81, 1 over 27, 1 over 9, and then your fourth term would be 1 over 3. They don't ask you to do that, but there's that. All right, next one. They're giving you this number, and they want to know what R is. So basically, here it is. Find the common ratio. I just take, I'll take this one, divide it by 3,000, and I cross out the zeros, divide everything by 6, to get negative 3/5. I want to find use of 10, so that would be 3,000 times, negative 3/5 to the 9th, and that's, when you do that, gives you negative 30.23. And they want you to find the infinite sum, geometric sum, which your formula is use of 1 over 1 minus R. So that's just going to be 3,000 over 1 minus a negative 3/5, which is 3,000 over 8/5, which equals 1875. So you notice it's the same. Your question is always about the same. They want R, they want the certain term, and they want the infinite. All right. So here they just want the 10th term. Now I noticed here I have, this is to the 1, 2, 3. This is use of 1, use of 2, use of 3, use of 4. So if we want use of 10, notice that these two numbers are 1 less. So use of 10 is just going to be 3 times 0.9 to the 9th. And they don't want you to work it out. They just want you to leave it in this form. So this is your first term. This is your r. And this is your n minus 1. All right. Now, our sum is going to be our first term over 1 minus 0.9, which is 0.91. And you get, I'm going to write the whole thing out because it says the exact number. 3.296703.297. I wrote everything out. All right? Same thing. They want the R. They want this one you have a little additional writing expression. So the R, we can tell 5 over 25 is 1/5, or you could do 1 over 5 is 1/5. Find use of 10. So use of 10 equals 25 times 1/5 to the 9th. And this one I had to write out. Where is it? Let's see, where is it? So I got 25 over 1,953,125. You can put that in the calculator. Now they want you to write an expression for the nth term. And basically what they want you to do is just write your first term times your common ratio, and you just put n minus 1. And then for the infinite, you put the 25 over 1 minus 1/5, which equals 25 over 4/5, which is 125 over 4. And did I write it down? Yeah, that's going to be 31.25. And that's your answer there. Do you see how they're all the same? Here we go again. Same thing. So basically, this is number 6. Where is it? Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, here it is. Okay. So R is, I'm going to write this over this. So you get 270 over 405, which is 2/3. Now I'm going to find the 15th term, which is 405. Just using my formula. And it's going to be to the 14th. And when you work this out, you get 1.38732. They want you to find the exact sum here. So this is going to be 405 over 1 minus 2/3, which is 405 over 1/3, which is 3 times 405. 3 times 405 is 1215. Alright? It's so simple, it's boring. Again, same thing. There's a little take on this, but it's very simple. So R, you can see, is -2. So use of 15 would be -3 times -2 to the 14th. And that equals -49,152. Here's a little take. They gave you this is use of 1, use of 2, use of 3. And they said if you let x be 5, then you have a geometric series or sequence. And they want you to write it down. So I plugged in 5 and I got 2. Plugged in 5 here, I got 6. And if you see, the common ratio is 3, so the next should be 18. Plug in 5 here, and I get 10 plus 8. And that's all they want you to do. So it's very simple. And number 8, the last one. The first thing they want you to do, this one I went ahead and put on, or I would have just skipped it. They want you to use all 4 terms to show what R is. Okay? Or to show that it's a geometric sequence. So basically what they want you to do is just take 54 over 18 equals 162 over 54 equals 486 over 162, and this all equals 3. Since it all equals 3, that shows that it's geometric because it has a common ratio. Alright? They want you next to find the nth term. So use of n equals my first term times my common ratio, and that would just be n minus 1. And now they're saying if the nth term, so if the nth term is 1,062,882, then what is n? So you have to solve for n. I divided both sides by 18, and I got 59049 equals 3 to the n minus 1. And you can do logs, but I already knew that 3 to the 10th equals this. You know your mental math, you're good with that. So you get equals 3n minus 1. And so we can cross those out, and we get 10 equals n minus 1. So 11 equals n. And that's all I have for that. I have one more video which has to do with summation, and interesting enough, there's not very many problems that utilize the summation sign. So it will be a shorter video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye-bye.